The legs
I can smell all of the smoke, all that love and positivity, that shit is a joke. I should dead them all, my heart ski down slopes when you did piggy bank. Everybody wanna see you broke, bro. Me and snakes don't lip lock. I don't think the feet look good on me like flip flops. I know if I spit it, it belongs in this Ziploc. They know I'ma kill them, all they hearing is tick-tock. Your time is up. Where there's fire, you see the smoke, yeah. I know liars, I seen them fold, yeah. I'm so tired from all these souls, it's done been a good year. My tires don't leave the road, yeah. Are they serious?
All right, let me talk to you real quick about Rexius Nutrition in Ralston. Rexius carries an awesome line of pre-workout from brands like Alpha Lion, Bucked Up, 5150, Insane Labs, and several other brands. They also have a great selection of protein powder, including my personal favorite, the All Max Hexapro cookies and cream flavored. Can't go wrong with that. They also carry the very popular brand Accent Sledge protein powders, branched chain amino acids, which are crucial to stay hydrated, and pre-workout. They also carry locally owned brands like VHI Fit. They carry their protein powders in several different flavors. They also have pre-workout, branched chain amino acids, vegan protein powder as well. And if you have a sweet tooth like me, you gotta try this Omaha protein popcorn. The owners Jamie and Brent Stryker are absolute studs and are very knowledgeable with a background in bodybuilding. Jamie even reached pro status as an IFBB pro women's physique competitor. Stop by Rexius Nutrition in Ralston on the corner of 84th and Q and receive 10% off when you tell them you're there on an official visit.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oscar Galindo. I'm back with another episode of The Official Visit. This week, I am here with Gretna Standout, South Dakota State commit, senior Joey Vieth. How's it going, Joey?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. You know, glad to have you here. Ready to talk some ball, some Gretna ball, and yeah, man, get talk to you a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. All right. So what we do first is we'll go through some pregame questions, just kind of loosen you up a little bit, get to know you a little bit. So the first one I have for you is: do you have a pregame routine? It could be individual, or maybe you do something with as a team. Do you have anything like that?
Yeah. So right after school, I go home, and then my mom usually has mac and cheese made.
Okay.
So I eat the mac and cheese, and then I go put on my girdle and my tights, and then I go back to school. And as soon as I get to the school, then I'll put on my game pants. Then we go. I get taped up and everything, and then we go in the wrestling room. We turn all the lights off, and then we blare music, and we walk around in circles, stretch.
Okay.
And then it's go time.
Yeah, definitely. So is this like mom's homemade mac and cheese, or is this like she just throwing a quick craft single in the yeah, okay.
The stove.
What was that?
Kraft mac and cheese in the stove, like this little box.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Just a little comfort food before the big game, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And then you said you guys crank up the music, get in the weight room or get in the wrestling room and start stretching, getting all hyped up. What are you guys listening to? What's the go-to pump up song?
So they like to play a lot of heavy rock and stuff like that, like rock music.
Okay.
So I throw in my headphones. I listen to a lot of Drake.
Okay, some Drake. Yeah, different kind of vibe there. Well, do you have a go-to song of his that you try to listen to before a game?
Not really. I kind of like all of them. A lot of new Drake.
Yeah, just whatever's flowing that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So then, the next question I have for you, is who is your favorite player at your position? Who's that player that you like to watch and maybe even try to, pick parts of their game and try to add them to yours? This could be college or NFL level.
Kind of at my position, more of like a linebacker, but Christian Roseboom for the Rams.
Okay.
Played at SDSU. I work out with him
Oh,
and everything. He's good. Try
yeah,
to take
nice.
his game to work what he does.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. What do you guys do kind of specifically that kind of like makes you more like his game, I guess? If you can give away any secrets.
Uh, it's a lot of just knowing what's gonna happen before the snap, kind of knowing what the quarterback's gonna do just
Okay.
helps a lot, and
Yeah.
just working on flipping hips and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So kind of just moving and then kind
Yeah,
of the mental aspect a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, when you get to that highest level, man, soaking up any kind of knowledge like that, it's great. I'm sure that's been super beneficial for you.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So then the last pregame question I got for you. So if I'm heading out to Gretna and I'm looking to go get a bite to eat, outside of like the Burger Kings and IHOPs and stuff like that, those chain restaurants, what's a good spot to go get something to eat out in Gretna?
A place called Heavy Brewing. It's a
Heavy
nice
Brewing.
little pizza spot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good.
All right. Well, what do you like? Do you like kind of order it to how you want it, or is there like specialties? Like, what's your order when you get there?
I usually so I usually get a pepperoni and then brisket,
Oh,
like those buffalo
okay.
sauce.
Yeah. Okay, man. Dang, that
But
sounds good.
their specialties like it's called hot honey. It's a pepperoni
Okay.
pizza with
Oh,
honey.
yeah.
You
Dang, dude,
know,
I might have to. I might be there sooner rather than later, man. That sounds good. All right, man. So yeah, that's. Sorry, what was the name of that place again?
Heavy Brewing.
Heavy Brewing. Heavy Brewing, guys. Check it out. That sounds like the spot to be honest.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So then, those are kind of the pregame questions. I kind of want to shift over here, talk a little bit about Gretna ball. Before we really talk about this season, I kind of just want to talk about, just the past 3 seasons, I guess, just like in the past, I guess the past two, and then the 4 games of this season. But in that time, you guys have lost only 3 games. You guys have had like some super highs, and despite what the NSA wants to say, in my eyes, you guys won a state championship in that span. But kind of set this Gretna standard, I guess I should say. But in that time, what have you guys been doing to kind of really set yourself apart from some other programs in Class A, and really kind of build up that standard and that high level of play?
I think it's a culture thing. I think we have a really good culture going on in Gretna. And I think the community support helps a lot, but it's a lot of everyone's involved.
Hmm.
Like from the people at the bottom, like on reserves, and the young kids to people starting at the top, like everyone's involved, no matter what. I mean, everybody suits for games. Everybody's like at workouts. Everybody's at practice. It's just like good little culture we have going, and that we've worked to build.
Yeah. So then like you said, it comes from everybody. You guys have a great, an amazing coaching staff. Talk to me a little bit about what they've done to kind of prepare you and kind of get you guys, motivated and playing at that level, like you said.
Yeah, our coaches do a great job. Like they're always giving us film, always giving us stuff to watch, stuff to work on. Always got good game plans for us. I mean, they set us up for everything we do.
Yeah, yeah, man. Because and even like, how should I say? Yeah, man. Just like with what you guys had to go through in this offseason with the challenges of losing a major class like you guys did last year with Zane and all those guys. How did you guys prepare, or like how did coaches prepare you guys, and then how did yourself as a senior and the other seniors and the players kind of prepare each other for having to take on that task?
It's always just been like a next man up thing. Like a lot of us played last year too, so that helps. But I
Hmm.
mean, we've always wanted to play, and it's just football at the end of the day. Like everyone's ready
Yeah.
to step up, everyone wants to play, next man up kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so tell me kind of a little bit about, that this offseason, what you did to kind of, step up, elevate your game, to be ready for this season.
One thing, I went to Warren Academy, and I feel like that helped a lot. And then, during the week for Gretna, we would do like 7-on-7 and stuff, and just returning our hold. like we returned 4 starting DBs, so that helped having the
Mhm.
like we've all played together, we have experience, so just that all just helps. But Warren helped a lot, and then the 7-on-7 for Gretna helped a lot. Just being able to run our offense, or I mean our defense, against actual live quarterbacks and stuff.
Yeah. Where do you feel like you've seen the most progression in your game this offseason and with working with Warren Academy?
Just being more comfortable in my back pedal and out of my brakes and stuff.
Okay.
Like I feel like last year I was kind of just guessing and everything. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I feel like this year I finally like got the position down.
Yeah. It's kind of just learning, getting a little bit more experience, getting a little bit more fluid and stuff like that. 100%. So then, this season, now kind of shifting forward to, this season, you guys started off, you guys were 3-0 to before this weekend. We'll talk a little bit about that game. And it kind of really didn't seem like you guys, how should I say, lost a step. I mean, maybe the offense looks a little different. You're not passing as much. You're kind of running a lot more. With Alex, just being a stud. But yeah, tell me about what you've kind of learned from this team, what you've seen, kind of some takeaways from the early part of the season.
Just every week we're looking to go 1-0. I mean, that's been our thing. It's been Coach Kale's thing every game, every week is just go 1-0. We're not looking ahead to any games and not looking in the past, just 1-0 for that week. And I feel like that's really helped us a lot, just staying focused for that week.
Yeah. Yeah. So then this past week, you guys had a big team big game. You guys hosted Millard South. And unfortunately, that didn't end how you guys wanted it to. But you guys played hard. You guys battled till the end. But how do you keep you guys going, keep them motivated, saying hey, like this one game doesn't defy our season.
Yeah, it's just like it's one game, and we learn from it, and I think it'll make us better in the end. But just looking on the Bellevue East, like we got to go 1-0 this week. Like last week doesn't matter anymore. Just like our goal 1-0 for this week, right? Yeah.
So then, you guys are still very much in control of, how they say, in control of your destiny. It's still very much in your hands. You guys do have some tough games still coming up on the schedule, but for the most part, where do you kind of see, how should I say, what steps do you think you guys have to take as a team, following this loss to make sure, limit those hiccups, I guess, as the season continues?
Getting back, working at practice, just working hard at practice, having everyone locked in at practice, just just working to go 1-0 this week, so then it keeps carrying over.
Yeah. All right. So then, kind of shifting over, talking a little bit about, your recruitment. Last season you ended with you had a great season. You guys didn't necessarily end the way you guys wanted it to, but regardless, it was a great year for yourself as well personally. But then your recruitment really kind of blew up this summer, and it resulted in your commitment to South Dakota State. Talk to me a little bit about what that process was like for you, how you ended up committing to South Dakota State.
Yeah, so it started off, I was getting some D2 offers, going to camps and everything. And then I'd always kind of wanted to go to South Dakota State, just growing up, going to their games and watching Christian Roseman play.
Yeah.
And went to their camp, got in conversation with them, and then they called me like a month ago. And then committed 2 days later, just kind of always where I wanted to go.
Yeah. So what about South Dakota State was it that kind of drew you there, aside from, watching, your guy?
I love the coaches there. Like, it reminds me of Gretna almost. Like,
okay.
Small town, but not small town. But the community's all bought in. Everyone, it's the main show in that town.
Yeah.
And, everyone wants to go to their games. Like, it reminds me a lot of Gretna, a lot of home.
Yeah. I'm sure, coming off a natty, that probably helped a little bit too, kind of convince you a little bit. And then, I'm sure, was a Joe, was he maybe in your ear a little bit about, hey, man, come check us out over here?
Be up there too, and being able to have, one of my guys up there. That definitely helps.
Definitely. Hey, man, then you're gonna have to be competing up against him in practice. I don't know. Then, that that Joy is gonna be leaving. Once he's out there cooking a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah. So then, is there anything you're I know you still got, your the rest of your senior season and then, senior year, spring semester, all that kind of stuff. But are there any things you're kind of looking forward to, once you get up there?
I mean, just the games on Saturday. I mean, there's gonna be nothing like Saturday games, but ultimately just working. Like it's gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Are you like a big like nature guy and like hikes and doing all that kind of stuff out there? Are you planning on doing any of that?
Not really. Not
No?
really big nature.
Yeah, staying on the turf, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I see you. All right. So then, for the South Dakota State faithful that's, listening in on this, what's something that they could get excited about Joey Vieth coming to town next year?
Just gonna work hard and work for everything I want and bring good attitude and just want to win, right? That's all you ever
Yeah.
want to do is win.
Yeah, for sure, man. And that's something that you bring that mentality, and all those guys out there, they have the same mentality with you. So it's gonna be that dog versus dog every practice, man. That one thing I wanted to talk about was I guess we already touched on it a little bit, but what are some goals that you have for yourself, for the team? The obvious one being reaching Memorial and for the third straight time and lifting the trophy up. But what are some more goals or some some accomplishments you would like to maybe reach by the time the season's over?
Just to go 1-0 every week, and if we do that, we'll reach our the big goal, right? But just striving, we got to go 1-0 every week if we want to get there. So it all starts with beating Bellevue East this Friday, right?
Yep. Yeah,
so we
definitely
go 1-0 every week.
Yeah. Do you have any like I know you get over on offense as well, from time to time.
Yeah.
Like do you have any like receiving yards numbers or interception numbers you'd like to hit maybe, or is that just something that if it comes, it comes?
If it comes, it comes. But I just want to win at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Personal stuff doesn't really matter.
100%. So then, one thing I've kind of been seeing on Twitter is what is the most difficult position to play in sports? And I'm on the boat that cornerback. I think it's cornerback.
I
I want
agree.
to
Corner's
hear
tough.
your case on that. I want to hear your case on that.
I mean, you're playing backwards, like you're backpedaling. A guy that's running full speed at you, who knows where he's going, and you don't know where he's going. And then it's one-on-one the whole time, pretty much. Like it's you versus him while you're playing backwards.
Yeah, definitely, man. And then I don't get how like people could be like, oh yeah, like anything. Like I don't think there's anything sounds harder than trying to like cover Tyreek Hill, man. Like manned up, like that sounds like impossible. But all right. So then I think that's all I really had for questions for you. One of the last things I do on here is I kind of turn the table over to my guest, hand out your life game balls. Just shout out those people that have been in your corner, kind of pushed you along the way, whether it be teammates, coaches, parents, teachers, whoever it may be, just those people that have really kind of helped you, reach the point where you have.
Yeah, obviously my parents, they help a lot. Coaches, they've set me up. Even my basketball coaches. Warren Academy definitely helped a lot. And then, South Dakota State for believing in me. And then all my friends for just always pushing me, right? And then just being my friends. Just having fun.
Yeah, definitely, man. Having a good, good people in your corner is always a good thing to have, man. So, yeah, and like I said, we don't always take time to, show that love, give out those, thank yous and stuff like that. So it's always important to take time to do that every once in a while. So, so last question, I guess, before we leave, just kind of, are you a fantasy football guy?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. Well, how are you doing 2 weeks in? I want to know, man, because I don't know, dude. I think it might be a tank season for me, but I want to hear from you.
I'm 1-1.
You're 1-1.
Should have won week 1, but I had Brandon Ike on my bench, and he goes for 30,
man.
lose by 10 points.
Yeah. Who are your heavy hitters on your team right now?
My quarterback's terrible. I got Justin Fields. He's terrible.
Dude, yeah, man. Did you buy the hype this offseason?
I waited to take a quarterback. He was kind of who was left.
Yeah.
And I have Dak on my bench, so I might have to start him.
So then, the last one I got for you is I want to hear your hot take for college football, whatever it may be. Who's going to win it? Whatever it may be. I want to hear a hot take for college football season 2023.
Texas is going to win the national title. They are.
Texas? Oh, man. That's not something that people from around here want to hear, probably.
Title. Nebraska, probably.
You think so? What makes them stand out to you, in your opinion?
Their offense is just
Yeah, man, for sure. Definitely. And then that defense is finally catching up as well. So, hey, that's a dangerous team for sure, man. All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you taking time to do this, man. Busy. I know you're busy with school and football and all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you taking time to do this.
Not living out what they wrote, my peers. I to be studying, taking notes. How you hate me to the core when I keep your ass afloat. I put pressure on their pencils. They look at my life and draw the stencil. One move I can rearrange your mental. I am